Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dawntide. We're still here helping out Agnes and our good scruffy boy. Real cute, real cute. It's just guys. He's still really cute. Took your time with that, Riley, and not too heavy, I hope. The other two boxes have been set down on the coffee table. It's fine. Look what I found. Setting down the box, I hold up the net. Oh, I remember when you boys would go to the beach. Couldn't keep you away from those rocks. Yeah, remember that time we saw a snake? No. Course you do. He slithered out a hole in the cliff and went back in. Big black diamonds on the back. I shake my head. You gotta remember that. We ran all the way back to the beach. I don't think I was there for that one. You definitely were. You should go rock pooling this week. See if we can find another one. Maybe tomorrow. I spin the little net between my fingers. I bet I can catch more than you. You're on. While we've been talking, Agnes has been sorting through the other boxes. She scours over each piece of paper she can find. A few old council tax forms, lay in the discarded bundle on the floor. What's this in aid of, Mom? Well, it's about your father, dear. She folds a piece of paper idly in her hand. I've been speaking with Richard about getting the necessary things together. For the memorial? Well, yes, the memorial, of course, but for his side of the will, too. Ronzo's tone sharpens. What? It had a lot left between the both of them, and, well... No, excuse me. She kneads at the shawl around her neck. Is that not a scarf? That's a shawl? What's the difference? What's a shawl? I always thought a shawl was like a half jacket thing. A capelet, one might say. Or at least an uneducated person. Like myself. Well, your father is technically no longer entitled to any of it. Go on. Richard needs to go over some of the papers. They're technically in your grandfather's name, so... Doesn't he have them already? Agnes sighs, flipping slowly through another stack of dull papers. He told me he looked, but couldn't find them. Your dad kept some of Gran's things here, so it's the next likely place. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I didn't want to upset you while you were heading over. I feel like an intruder in this moment. Ronzo stiffens his back. Granddad's stuff is in there too, isn't it? Some things, yes. Only give Richard the papers if you find them, and nothing else. His tone is unusually stern. He might have to take all the boxes, Danny. There's a lot to go through. She was his mother, Danny. He needs all this sort of things. But, Granddad wasn't his dad. You know he's looking for his stuff. Agnes, tweens? Wait, yeah, tweenses? Okay. The curls in her, the curly hair at her temple, eyes briefly exasperated. He's coming over later with the car. He'll be staying for dinner. Her voice sounds resigned. My quiet presence seems to shrapnel? What? Yeah. Feels like shrapnel in a wound. I'll leave. You can't leave. That would be rude. Look, me and Riley were going to head into town. When's Richard coming over? Around 6. He's looking forward to seeing you. Sure he is. I'll be here for it. I can help you sort through more of this later. Thank you, dear. You boys have a nice time in town. You're welcome to come for dinner too, if you'd like, Riley. Thank you, Mrs. Levent. but I think I've got plans for dinner tonight. That's nice. You doing things with Joe and the girls? Actually, it's, no. I'm meeting someone else. Oh, well, have a nice time together. But thanks. Ronzo, looking to Ronzo, I tap my palms against my thighs. Should we be off? Ready when you are. Right. It was nice seeing you, Mrs. Agnes. I'd love to see you too, Riley. You know Danny doesn't have to be back for you to stop by and say hello. With your mom and dad up county now, you should come around for something proper home cooked. Thanks. I'll take up that offer sometime. You should. You won't. I close the door behind us. Ronzo walks briskly to the front gate. Ooh. You alright? He holds the gate open for me as I pass by. He closes it, then opens it slightly, then closes it again. Must be something wrong with the latch. Oh, it was nice to see Mom. What's Richard looking for? Don't worry about all that. You've still got to show me around town. For sure. And get a pastry down ya, you'll forget about it. Wonder if anything else fancies joining. Good ask, I suppose. I know Sal's busy. I'll try Joe and Bill. I type a message to both of them. Oh. Oh. These kind of towns are nice. Like, little, like, seaside towns. Every time I go to one of them, I'm just like, okay, but these are nice. These are nice towns. I like either, like, towns like this, or, like, nice rural towns in, like, foresty areas. I don't like no city areas. That's not for me, friends. Where I live currently is surrounded by forest and farmland. Outside Baker Favor's, Ronzo and I stand with a paper bag, piping hot with the smell of savory pastries. Coming up the cobbles of a side street, a little bird in an oversized sweater catches his breath. Oh, right. How did I voice Joe? God, it's been so long, guys. It's been like 2 or 3 years. I don't remember. Maybe I should have looked at my, like, watched my old playthrough to remember. It's been time. Oh, Oh, that's a bit too close to how. Look, guys, we'll figure out voices. We'll figure it out. Was on, lads. Was on. Hey, Joe. Any sign of Billy? Billy's 20 miles out of town on his bike. Sal's busy too. Oh, all right. Joe could, before Joe can catch his breath, we pace down the main street. Just the 3, Buckster terrors. What? I'm afraid. Should have brought the mandolin wrens. I'll need to practice a bit. It's, been back at the place the whole time. Maybe we should, Yeah, I can't figure it out. It's fine. Maybe you should have a jam this week. This week at mine. That could be good. Though, do you have the room for a drum set? Nah, sold it years ago. I've got a sampler if I can use, though. You fancy that, rye bread? I'll need to practice too, but sure. Talking about music. You know anything about sea shanties, Raz? I'm trying to track down an old one at work, but just got a melody. If it's not Drunken Sailor or Lever Johnny, probably not. It's considered boat nerd stuff on board. A bit looked down on. You're wearing a blue and white striped shirt. Is that not boat nerdy? I like stripes. Oh, nice background. Ronzo looks around the buildings, their walls patchy from wind exposure and repainting efforts. Right then, what's new? Joe stretches a hand in a grand arc toward a vape shop at Cloud 9. Ta-da! Remember what this used to be? Not sure. Wait! His bushy eyebrows are pinched together as he mulls it over. It was, old-timey sweet shop, right? Mr. Simons. Joe's talons click at his palms. He speaks with a tone of a TV game show host. Correct. Probably still, is a sweet shop to you, for you. No, I hate vapes. Why? They don't hit right. Flavors are always shite. And tobacco's, nice. So nice. Joe's talons stretch at his jeans before flicking up toward a broad building with gray concrete pillars, preceding a row of blacked out floor-to-ceiling windows. What's that one? Ronzo doesn't miss a beat. And not the old market. That's the one. That one's sad. Not really. The place was going under for years. I think they use it as storage for efficient stuff now. They should have turned it into a gig venue. It could fit tons of people in. Think someone tried that, actually. Oh? Couldn't get a license sorted out. It's all flats above. Landlords kicked off about potential noise complaints. So now the tenants get to live above a room filled with fish. Great. It's prime real estate, baby. God. Ronzo whistles through his teeth. I used to go there with Mom and Dad. It was pretty good. Sold everything in there. Not enough, clearly. At this point, we've walked past the last of the gray pillars. A thin street, a steep street, leads down to a small storm harbor. There is an entrance in a pub on the corner. It's painted sky blue. All right, last one. Shit, not the king's horn. I know, right? Big shame. Ronzo cups his hands around his eyes and presses them to the window. No! They gutted it! Yep. Turned it into flats or something. Ronzo steps back. Shoulders are raised and sulking. Had some good gigs there. That sucks. He looks down the thin, steep street towards the spot on the waterfront. Want to park up down there? Oh, look at him. Look, it's the boys. Joe's the first down. He clears some empty silver canisters to the side with a foot. After you. We sit with our legs hanging on the rough stone of the harbor wall. Ronzo puts down his paper bag and pulls out 3 smaller ones. He passes them around to each of us. Him and Joe's are marked with F. Mine is marked with a V. Veg one, Riley. I think I'm having dinner with a friend later. It's mostly pastry anyways. Not much different. Who's the friend? Just someone stopping through for the week. You don't know him. Joe bites into his pastry. A heat billows from the top like a chimney in the cold air. He winces as a trickle of hot grease rolls down his fingers. Ronzo blows at the top of his before taking a bite of the crust. My heels tap out a slow rhythm against the stone. Funny being back in this spot, isn't it? All the band, but Mary. Wait, Marin? Murin? Murin. Is that how that's pronounced? Ronzo swallows, flakes of pastry dotted on his mashed mustache. How is Murin? Is she still around? He takes another hefty bite as I start on mine. Yeah, she's up in church. Gonna be a vicar soon. Ronzo chokes on his mouthful. You're joking. I'm not. She's gone God mode. Riley, he's having me on, right? I finish my bite. Nope. Robes and all. That's what that says. Wow. She's the last of us I'd expect for that. Who's the first? Sal, I guess. What? Lesbian Atheist, 1993. I just thought 'cause her family's all gaudy, but fair point. Still, though, Vicar Murin. Joe's sharp beak nibbles at it on a hard bit of crust. His voice is flat. She sent everyone a message about a year ago. Should have kept it. Ronzo hadn't taken a bite yet, but he stays quiet. I seen her pretty often, actually. Should invite her to hang out for the week. If she has time, sure. She's pretty busy. Doesn't drink either. What about the jam session? Oh yeah, does she still play guitar? I don't know about that. Oh, come on. It'll be like before. Makes a change from hymns, I guess. This gets a little chuckle out of Ranzo. Let's do it. Joe finishes the last of his pastry, crumples the paper bag up in his hands. I'll ask her tomorrow. He starts rolling up a cigarette. We sit there on the wall for a while longer. We finish our lunch and sit quietly as the water rocks the boat around. Joe lights a cigarette. Gray clouds chase each other over the town. We stay in the spot, saying nothing. The wind howls as if trying to blow us from our stupor, our stubborn stoop. That is what that says. Murin's company isn't the only thing missing. So too is the accomplished glow that used to accompany this spot. The half-empty parking lot. Cigarette smoke, the closed pub. 3 silent friends. Right. Ronzo heaves himself up, supporting himself on the railing. Should probably be going off to Mom's. See you at Shinbone, then. Yep. He seems distracted. I've got to head to the harbor. See you at the bar. I lean in, offering Ronzo a hug. Ronzo brings his arms around me, locking his hands together behind my back. I whisper, let me know if it goes okay. Ronzo responds with a firm squeeze, then pulls back. All right. See you boys later, then. Ronzo heads back up the slopes, towards to the east of the town. That is what that is. What are you doing, Joe? Probably gonna grab a spot at Shinny's and get a drink in. On your own? Sal said she wanted to chat beforehand. Ah. Should I be worried? Nah. Spoken with confidence. I think she just wants to check in. Aight, well, see you later then. Don't let us keep you busy if your date goes well, though. He winks as he turns. It's not a date! It could be a date. It could be. The harbor is calm, gulls perched on whitened mastheads. They rock back and forth like the feeling in my gut. I'd narrowly thought last night was a dream. I look around for proof it wasn't. Almost immediately, my heart stumbles. Amidst the familiar scene, a pale figure reclines against the railing. Oh, maybe I should end the part here before anything gets started, you know. So I do hope that you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.